Okay, so today's pour is Roxanne. This is the music-themed artwork for the Mezzanine Show, which has, by the way, officially been moved to November of 2020 from May. So I've got a little bit more time to get together more work, and that's fine. Roxanne is a song by the Police. When the Police came out in, I think it was 78 or 79, I was instantly hooked, and instantly hooked on a lot of the new wave music that was happening at that time. The Police, Devo, the Ramones, Split Enz. There were a ton of them. I have to think back to all my cassettes of that time. But on this one, saw the singer very clearly. You can see he's got a typical distorted arm due to the wine going up that way. And he's got the fuzzy boots like Captain Fantastic did. They just show up, and I go with it. And I saw what looked like a semi-reclined female figure down here. So initially I was thinking Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was trying to figure out how to connect the reclining woman and Freddie Mercury, and I was going through the songs in my head, and Bohemian Rhapsody, I really couldn't make that fit. And a lot of pores, a lot of the thought that goes into a pour is about creating a story for the pour. Can't just have just because I see a bunch of different figures in a pour doesn't mean it's going to make sense if I just go with all those figures with no thought. You have to consider composition. You've got to think about how, if there is more than figures, how they interact with each other to create a story. At least, these are my rules, just my rules. And the best way I can describe it is if you've ever seen Adam Levine's tattoos, if you caught him on the halftime special, I think it was last year, and his tattoos are like just kind of just figures that don't seem, or things, shapes, designs that don't seem to connect with each other. It just looks like a big mess. That's what you don't want to do. Sorry, Adam. So anyway, I went from, I just focused on the singer for a while first, and just kind of let my mind think about it in the background, and then I started thinking about Roxanne. And of course he looks nothing like Sting, and that doesn't matter, but the connection between those two and her name going up through the wine is enough of a suggestion to draw them together. So this is a Gnarly Head black wine pour, in case you're interested. It's actually a pretty good drinking wine too. Great for pouring. So this one I just finished yesterday. Okay, there you go. And pretty timely. This is called Cover Your Mouth. This is actually on canvas, and I think I showed this to you the other day when it had just gotten started. So what I've got is somebody coughing and the little particles coming out. The next thing I saw were these two shapes. I think I mentioned that. They're kind of like, I don't know, dinosaur type weird looking characters, and they're kind of giving this guy the side eye as they're walking away. This one is kind of hurrying along the other one, like, hurry up, just get out of this guy's way. He's coughing, doesn't have his mouth covered. What I added yesterday was these little guys, which look like the coronavirus is supposed to look. And then I kind of gave it all a chartreuse tint to kind of indicate sickness and illness. This is Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout. That's an allergy cough, by the way. I'm good. So it's got a different feel because it is on canvas. But anyway, this is a way for me to capture what we're going through right now and kind of work through it. So the other one I wanted to show you was I wanted to see if you had any thoughts on this one. This is a beer pour. And after I've poured the wine and it's dried, this is what I get. So I look at this to try to see what I can see. And I just keep turning it. I see this is where the beer puddled. So you get all this beautiful feathery, different value shades, which I think gives it a lot of interest. And I would just keep turning it. So if you see anything, do let me know. I've only found one thing that I really am interested in with this, and that's this way. I see profile of a person there and suggestion of a body, but I haven't seen anything down here to connect it. Remember, you got to make that connection. You got to tell the story. So, more to come on this one. I will probably make this one a time lapse when I start drawing it out, and I'll share that with you as well. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.